Today's the day. I'm going to be ranking the best laptops for architects and help you pick the best one for you. Let's get started with this list. The tiered system begins with F being the absolute worst, all the way up to S being the premium must-have wallet-burning choice. To ensure you can use this same strategy for any laptop, we will rank them based on the following criteria: 1 to 5. Of course, price, battery life, graphics, screen quality, and compatibility. For this video, each laptop had to meet a series of prerequisites to even be considered. I'm sure there will be strong disagreement in the comments below about my selections, but nonetheless, each had to have a minimum of a 14-inch screen, 1 terabyte of a solid-state hard drive, a minimum of 32 gigabytes of RAM, and of course, a minimum of i7 processor or equivalent. Now that you know the rules, let's get into it. First on our list is the Dell XPS 15-inch. Here in Australia, it's priced at $4,099 off the shelf, which means it's a relatively expensive laptop, all things considered. With 1 being the cheap laptop and 5 being the most expensive, this definitely gets a number 4. Dell has always been one of my favorite laptops because they just produce high quality, good laptops that last a long time. This XPS has a 16-hour battery life if you're running the screen in full HD mode, or a 7-hour battery life on the OLED display, which, let's be honest, you're buying a high quality laptop, you're gonna be staring at it for the full battery life, so you're gonna be running it on OLED screens, meaning you're only gonna get a 7-hour battery life, so we're gonna give it a score of 3. It also comes with an RTX 4060 8GB graphics card. Now, overall, this is a good graphics card in a laptop. It can handle most of the heavy lifting. However, it's not the best graphics card, it's only 8GB, and if you're doing some more high-intensive ray tracing renders, you're gonna struggle a little bit. That's why I've also given this one a ranking of 3. Like I mentioned in the battery life, a OLED screen is present, which is quite good. We'll skip over this, give it a 4, and move on. Of course, being a Windows-based laptop, it can handle almost every single program under the sun. So straight away, we're giving that a 5 to round it up to an A-level laptop. The Dell XPS starts our list extremely strong. Moving on to the relatively brand new Apple MacBook Pro with the M3 Max chip. Now, this is the first time Apple has come into the game and allowed us to do hardware accelerated ray tracing, which makes it an excellent architectural laptop. However, being an excellent laptop as well as an Apple product means it's going to be damn expensive. Here in Australia, $5,599 will get you one of these ready to go. Now, that's an extremely expensive price, so we're going to slap a score of 5. The battery life is incredible. Of course, Apple laptops are known to have phenomenal battery lives. On this device, you can expect up to 18 hours of battery life, which again will give it a score of 5. The hardware accelerated ray tracing we spoke about is a unified 32GB memory, which means you do have a better graphics memory per se, but you may not be able to produce the top high-end renders. So for this reason, we're gonna give it a 4. Now, as you can probably tell behind me, I am a little bit of an Apple fanboy. I do have a few products because the quality of their displays is phenomenal. This MacBook Pro comes with an XDR display. It's similar to the display behind me, so straight away, I'm giving it a 5 because it is by far the best screen I've ever used in my life. Lastly, Apple is not user-friendly. It is not compatible with everything, which makes life a little bit of a problem when you're trying to do architecture. If you're running Revit, scrap this computer completely unless you want to install Parallels. If you're running D5 Render, once again, get rid of this computer from your list because you can't actually run them. There are a few more programs like this, so be sure to check your systems are compatible with Apple before you buy this laptop because it could be a very, very expensive mistake. For that reason, it can run almost everything, but a few selected programs it can't, and therefore I give it a score of 4. Even though with that unfortunate ending, this Apple MacBook Pro still ends up in our top S tier. If you're new to the channel, let's have a quick little interlude and get to know each other. First of all, my name's Tomic. I'm a registered architect here in Western Australia, and my goal is to give you as much architectural content as humanly possible. I want to reveal the industry secrets that people are not sharing, the things that you do not learn at university, that you do not get taught in the real world, that you just have to find out through trial and error. That's what this channel is for. That's what we've been doing for the past 4 years. The goal for 2024 is to grow this channel as much as we possibly can. So we want to take it from about 46,000 where it stands today, all the way up to 100,000 subscribers. I'm hoping that you're going to be able to help us with that goal by simply smashing the subscribe button down below, and that's it. That's all we have to do. If you're interested in more of what I do, there is a link down below to my website, davidtomic.com.au, which has a series of architectural products, all the way from basic construction checklists for those that are new to the architecture game, to architectural project trackers for Excel that can calculate every dollar from the builder's quote. And of course, if you've accelerated your architectural career, you're starting your own projects, there is a full custom architectural brief available for you to use with your clients to be able to pinpoint the exact project, the exact needs of every single person that walks in your door. So far, I hope you've enjoyed the content. Let's keep going. Moving on to our Lenovo IdeaPad 5. Now, this is a cheaper laptop in our series, which is perfect for a beginner or an introductory series. When it's not on special, you can pick one up for about $1,999. However, at the moment, you can pick it up for just under $1,500, which is a phenomenal 25% saving. So overall, we'll give it a score of 2 because the price is relatively cheap. The battery life, on the other hand, again, you're paying less, so you're getting less. You get a maximum of 9 hours of battery life from this device. Easy score, 1. That's not even going to get you through a full workday as an architect, so a 9-hour battery life is just not going to cut it for us. AMD Ryzen 7 is inside as the graphics processing unit, which unfortunately in this particular instance isn't compatible with even running high-end ray tracing on something like Twinmotion. That's a score of 2 for me, unfortunately. The screen quality, once again, IPS, that is such dated technology that is going to be so blurry when you compare it to anything. Straight up score of 2. It is not looking well for this Lenovo IdeaPad, unfortunately. The best thing about it, of course, is it is Windows again, so it's compatible with everything, but you won't be able to do any high quality ray tracing on this, which is a complete letdown. Without good quality ray tracing, your renders are going to be poor, your images are going to be poor, your marketing is going to be poor, so we'll give that a score of 2. As a result, that gives the Lenovo IdeaPad a grade of D. It is the worst on our list so far, and I'm really hoping the next 2 come in a lot higher than this one right now. Next, we have the MSI Creator M16. Now, this is a brand new laptop that's just recently hit the market again. It can be yours for $3,299, which is a pretty okay price in this general tiered list. So I'm going to give it a score of 3. It has a terrible, terrible battery life though. 5 hours. It is designed to sit on your desk and literally be plugged in the whole time. So we're going to give it a score of 1 and move on. What's worse is it has an RTX 4050 6GB graphics card. That's just going to get you across the line to do bare basic ray tracing. So score of 3, it could get it done, but it's not going to do it well. The screen itself is a full HD screen, which again is incredibly dated for a brand new piece of technology, which is intended for the gaming market. Now, gaming laptops are usually incredible architecture laptops. In this case, score of 2, absolutely no way. But like I said, it is Windows, it's compatible with most things. Score of 5, make sure that this MSI Creator laptop comes in at a B score and puts it amongst the top 3. Last but not least, we have the Asus ROG Scar 18. Once again, brand new laptop, exceptional, but also very expensive. This laptop comes in at full price at $7,499. So a score of 5 is only fitting as it is the most expensive laptop on this list. Again, like our MSI, it only has a 6-hour battery life, which is a little bit better than the MSI, so we'll give it a score of 2. It has an RTX 4090 16GB graphics card. It's most likely the best across all of these computers for architectural visualization, which means we have to give it a score of 5. It is the best, it is the most powerful, and it is one of the latest chips you can get in one of these laptops. Unfortunately, the screen is a Quad HD screen, better than our last 2, but not as good as the MacBook Pro. So we're gonna have to give it a score of 4, and of course a score of 5 for compatibility, because it works with all of the software you're gonna need as an architect. Overall, that puts our Asus ROG laptop at the top in line with our MacBook Pro. So if you're looking to buy a Windows or an Apple device, you have 2 choices right here, both phenomenal, both very expensive, but you also have a couple safer options. If I was going for a budget-friendly version personally, I'd probably pick something like the Dell XPS 15-inch. However, if I had a bit more luxury and a bit more freedom financially, I'd probably be steering towards the MacBook Pro, simply for great resale value later down the track. Anyway, that's all from me, team. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you smash that subscribe button down below for more weekly content.